Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. Sun is shining, birds chirping. My ankle's not feeling nearly as bad as it was yesterday, even though it's still kind of swollen. And I'm walking again. You know, just walking in the 100-mile wilderness in Maine. Ooh, fresh moose poo. Nifty. A downy feather on it. That was kind of weird. Looked like mold for a second, but it wasn't. Anyway. Yeah, so it's Tuesday, August 10th. I just left the Cooper Brook Falls shelter after taking my first Trail Zero. You know, I wasn't going to push my foot and ankle yesterday. I think what happened was actually when I got my foot lodged in the rock when I fell and bashed up my knees and shin, I pulled tendons in the top of my foot more than I did my ankle. So that's probably the only reason I was able to walk 14 miles the other day after I did it, after I had the accident. But it definitely caused everything to swell up for sure. But today's plan is to get to Logan Brook shelter. I've got to go up and over one mountain. It's a little 2,000 footer. And the climb for that is pretty much the next 5 miles. Or 4 miles, I think. So it's gradual. It's not too high. Like I said, maybe 2,000 footer or whatever. But then, after I dip down, after I climb off of that one, I get to go up. And Logan Brook is actually halfway up Whitecap Mountain. Halfway to 2/3 up Whitecap Mountain. So it's giving me my first legitimate climb. I say legitimate. First serious, longer distance, higher elevation climb of the 100-mile wilderness so far. So I'm pretty excited. There's 4 or 5 peaks that make up the Whitecaps, and that's the first one, or the Barren Whitecap, B-A-R-R-E-N, Barren Whitecaps. And that's going to be tomorrow's, hey, more moose poo. That's going to be tomorrow's goal, is to get up and over those. I'm not going to do it today because I'm not going to push my foot. I heard there's rock scrambles and serious rock climbs, you know, vertical rock climbs on some of those, which actually get worse when I get over to the chairbacks, which is going to be 2 days from now. So it's all part of the adventure. Switch hands real quick. My arm's getting tired. Anyway, just climbing this morning. Like I said, it's a more of a gradual, steady climb, and I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. You know, it's the aches and pains are going to be a thing for me for the next few days, more than usual. But right now I'm feeling good. And I'm in Maine. Still. I love it. I absolutely love it here. Yeah. Cannot complain about anything. Not even my injuries, really. Because it's just something that happens out here. And it's what you deal with. But I don't know. I think I'm rambling now. Not like you're not used to that, though. So I'm going to get down this trail, keep up with this climb, and when I see something interesting, I'll bring you back. Now, that's 2 big old chunks of chaga. That's probably 10 pounds or more before you dry it out. I've already got a couple pounds in my backpack that I'm going to be drying and sending home when I finally get to Monson here in a couple more days. I say a couple more. I'm probably going to be at Monson on Saturday. I'll do a Nero Zero into Monson because the way I'm looking, the next couple days are going to be serious. But I'll describe more of that later. For now, I gotta keep walking. All right, a little over 2.5 hours in for the day. Just climbed over the top of Little Boardman Mountain, 2,077 feet. Kind of a view here. Oh, man. Yeah, Maine is gorgeous. Don't know what direction that is. Don't know if those are the Whitecaps or the Chairbacks or wherever the hell I'm headed in the next few days. But there's now, when you're outside of Katahdin about 50, 60 miles, you start seeing all kinds of other hills and stuff pop up. So I'm gonna keep on moving. I got like 3.5 miles down to the first shelter that I passed for the day, East Brook or something like that. I didn't look because I'm not staying there. I'm probably just gonna have lunch there. And then another 3.5 something miles to get to the shelter I'm staying at after that. A bird just landed in front of me and then left. Nice. I don't know what kind it was. A small, tiny little bird. Green with a yellow stripe on its wing. But yeah, I'm gonna take a couple pictures here and keep walking, because I got about 2/3 of a liter left of water, and I'm gonna have to go get myself some more water before too long. So that is one big old fat horntail caterpillar, cutworm, or I believe it's a sphinx moth caterpillar, but he's big. I mean, there's the tip of my trekking pole. He's a big old fatty. He's about 2.5, 3 inches long, probably closer to 3 inches long. Neat. Of course, I made it to the official viewpoint from the top of Little Boardman Mountain. And yeah, I like the picture I took at the other angle. Looked better. But got this, rocky, slick kind of section here. So I'm just taking my time. These blueberry bushes all over the place too. So I've picked a couple, had a couple more for breakfast. Well, now it's 11s, 10s. But yep, there's your little velvet bush blueberries. Low bush blueberries, whatever you want to call them. But them's delicious. Well, the trail goes down this rocky little cut, so that's where I'm headed. I just realized I haven't done something for y'all in a while. Boop. White Blaze. Man. Descending still. I got kind of a flat baby incline. And then I got to dip down again to get to the first shelter for the day. Got about 1.7 to go to that. So I'm just taking my time. There's a lot of rocks in the trail here. Again, I know, sound of repeating myself. But it's a great day other than being humid as crap. But it's cool. And slippery rocks. Gotta love them. Came out of that little cut right there. Beautiful, probably half mile out of these short, scrubby spruces. Finally opened up into this. This beautiful section of open woods with these short little scrubby spruces. The deer flies in here are brutal. I've also seen a lot of moose exhaust, moose pellets right on the trail. So I guess this place is somewhat populated, or again, they're just using the trail to get through the thicker undergrowth. Either way, the evidence is out there. So getting close to East Branch lean-to and the East Branch River or East Branch Creek or whatever it is. Sorry I don't keep checking, but it's not my end goal for the day. I tend not to know exactly what it's called. Got other things to worry about, like enjoying myself. But It's still a really nice nice area here. Kind of slow going. There's a lot of roots through all the spruces, like there always is. But it's warm and humid enough that seriously, I know they make candles and stuff that smell like this, but getting the natural thing, the real thing, straight from the woods. Oh man, it smells so good. Turn this into a cologne or a bar of soap or something. More moose droppings. Not turning moose droppings into bar of soap. That's not exactly hygienic or cool at all. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Lots of moose droppings. And check in when I get to the shelter. Well, I made it to East Branch Pleasant River Shelter. Or Pleasant River Shelter. The name on here and the name on Goat Hooks and everything don't match, so I kind of wasn't wrong because I didn't know what it was called. But this is actually a fairly sizable shelter. It's like probably 8 or 10 people wide could pack into here, and looks fairly new. Got a nice roof on it. Looks like there might be a couple holes that would leak, but nothing out of the ordinary for one of these. Yeah, the view is meh. This little path down there, there's maybe space for like 2, maybe 3 tents total around here. The water is down there-ish, about 100 yards or so. And I gotta say, it's not my favorite water, even with electrolyte pack in here as quencher. It still tastes kind of meh. So I'm just gonna drink a couple liters here, have something to eat, and then more than likely keep moving for the day. Foot's feeling meh, but I'll survive. So, okay, I'm not sure how visible this is, but this is a parasitic wasp. It is climbing on me, and it has managed to paralyze itself a spider. It's going to drag that spider back to its home, wherever that may be. It's going to jam that spider into a hole, seal it up after it lays an egg, and that spider is going to die horribly. Oh, there it is. It went over. So that spider is going to be slowly eaten alive by this wasp's larva. So, yeah, I don't feel any pity for that spider. So, yeah, that's all that is. That's all I got to say about that. Ooh, doggy. Probably about 0.6, 0.7 away from Logan Brook lean-to. Holy crap. This climb is gonzo. Super, super steep. Roots and rocks. You name it. This is rough. But I'm almost done with the day. It's probably about 2:30. I am not climbing up over Whitecap today. Did a little research while I was sitting down at the last shelter for lunch. And there's the last like 3/4 of a mile to get up to Whitecap. Going southbound is nearly 1,300 feet per mile grade. Just in case you needed to know that. That pretty much feels like straight freaking up. That's brutal. It's going to be even rougher in the morning. But I'm going to try and eat as much as I can tonight. Literally just to get weight out of my bag. Because I've got, not counting today, I've got 4 more days of hiking to get to Monson. At least 4. There might come, let me switch hands. There might come a stretch where I do 8 miles or whatever, 7 miles in a day. And that's okay. Yeah, I do have plenty of resources with me. Plenty of food. Plenty of battery charge left in my bricks. Yeah, I can get water all over the place around here, thankfully. I think the hardest water carry I'm going to have for a little while is actually going to be tomorrow. From the shelter I'm staying at tonight until the next shelter, which is like 8-point-something miles, there's no water. There's a tent site between the 3rd and 4th peak going south, sorry, that has a spring in it, but that spring has been dry for a while, and that was confirmed by 6 different people who I talked to today that were going northbound. So I'm not going to be staying there. Definitely staying here tonight. There's no way in hell I have it in me to get up and over and do another 8 miles today. Because like I said, it's already 2:30. You know, but how steep that stuff is, to have even the remotest chance of getting to the next shelter before dark, I'd have to average over 2 miles an hour over some of the steepest stuff I've seen yet. That ain't happening. If I average 1 mile an hour tomorrow, I'm going to be happy. And that's okay. So I'm going to continue this climb to get to camp. I hear people coming. And I'll check in when I get there. So I'll see you then. Made it to Logan Brook Lean-To. Butters is here with me, aka Blacklight now. He earned himself a trail name. I'm not going to explain it. Those of you with gutter minds like myself can probably figure out where it's going. But yeah, so this is actually pretty clean little shelter here. It's kind of short front to back, but yeah, there's like one or two tent sites about 1/10 of a mile downhill. Right through there's the water source. So right around the corner is a water source, which apparently is a nice chilly spring. So I'm going to soak my foot. It's looking okay right now, but I think it's just because I had my shoe absolutely ratcheted down on it. On top of, or outside of my sock, I also had an ace wrap around it all day. But I'm pop another Motrin here, try and keep that inflammation down. It feels okay. It feels really okay today. Tomorrow, of course, is going to be the real test, because first thing, right around this corner of the lean-to, you're going to see the sign there. Let's zoom in a bit more. So Whitecap Mountain is 1.4 up. Carl Newhall Lean-To is the next lean-to, is 7.2. Carl Newhall Lean-To would have been optimistic as hell. That was the one I was telling you about. But I'm not doing the next 7.2 miles because I mistakenly said it was 2:30 earlier. It was actually 3:30, so it's close to 4 right now. And Sydney Tap-In Campsite is that campsite that's in the valley between the 3rd and 4th peak we're doing tomorrow, where the spring is dry. So that's just, it's a little rough. But there is a father and daughter that just left, and they're going to be staying up there. They just loaded up with all the water they could carry at the brook down here. So I'm going to go soak my feet, and I will be back in a bit. What? Stop moving for couple minutes and everything locks up. Oh crap. Walking like a geriatric. But it's gonna be worth it because I'm going down, got my water bag. I'm gonna fill up in this icy spring, and it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna sit my feet in there for a few minutes and get some of this swelling down. Oops. Oh, this looks nice. Turn you around here. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Ah, spider webs. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah. Look at this. This is gorgeous. The water's probably cold as hell, too. Okay, after a lengthy foot soak and a big old full bag of water, that was nice. So that was cold, but I'm good. I'm gonna go change, cook some dinner, filter some water, have myself a good night. All right, well, like I said before, made it to the Logan Brook lean-to. Had dinner, soaked my feet for about 2.5 minutes. That's all I could stand. That water was cold. But had plenty of food. Tried to light up my pack a bit for tomorrow. And yeah, just gonna chill out now. Have a good evening. It's probably about 6:30 now. Got a couple hours before sunset and true dark. So yeah, like always, thanks again for watching.
What?
And I'll catch you in the next one.
Might be in my bag.